Hi, I'm Michael Doyle, and I'm the executor of the Virtual Edge Institute and producer of the Virtual Edge Summit. And today I'm here with John Grosshandler, who is the Director of Virtual Engagements for Merits Corporation. So welcome, John.
Thanks for having me, Michael.
Great, thanks for being here. One of the things I want to do before we get into what your engagement at the Virtual Edge Summit is going to be, I want to talk a little bit about your history, your background, specifically eCom Expo. eCom Expo, I think, is very important to people out there because it was one of the first virtual events out there that really figured out how to use this technology to monetize, make money with it, and build community and audience. And there's a lot of folks out there who I think could benefit from a little bit about that story. So maybe you could tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. In 2004, I decided to create a different type of virtual trade show called eCom Expo, as you said. And the first thing I did was to identify a technology partner. Chose in Expo was their first customer, and partner with them to create what became the longest-running, highest-grossing virtual trade show ever, despite making a large number of mistakes along the way. But it was a great experience, and we had hundreds of exhibitors and thousands of attendees, and it became a big deal. And my wife is pleased that I was able to sell it a couple years ago to a physical event producer, and now I'm at Merits, where I help our customers with hybrid events, including helping our key channel partner Freeman with their customers, many of whom are associations as well as corporate exhibitors.
Oh, great. Well, so John, tell me a little about this session that you're going to be doing at the Virtual Edge Summit, and what day is that? What's the title? Who's going to be speaking with you? What's the focus? Because I know the focus is really around helping exhibitors and sponsors be successful, and that's a critical topic. So tell us a little bit about your approach to that.
Absolutely. Well, I agree it is a critical topic, which is why I'm pleased to be speaking about it. At my event, it took a lot of effort, but we were able to have our virtual exhibitors very satisfied. I had like a 72% renewal rate, which allowed me to grow the event. I actually was able to quadruple my prices over the years that I ran the event. So it is doable. It just takes a lot of work, and it's hard, and in some ways it's not intuitive. So the session will be all about what you can do to help your exhibitors and sponsors be successful. The session, as you know, is Thursday, January 13th at 8 a.m., bright and early, Pacific time, in person and virtual, of course. And the title is Ensuring Exhibitor and Sponsor Success. Without a plan, it won't happen. And I'm quite pleased to be joined by Kimberly Stone with PlanView.
Oh, she's great. She's great. So, John, tell me a little bit more about the focus of your session at the Virtual Edge Summit.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things we'll talk about is the expectations to set for your virtual exhibitors, because I think that's where it starts to unravel a little bit. A lot of physical exhibitors are used to an experience at a physical booth where even if there's not a lot of traffic or most of that traffic is unqualified, all it takes is that one deep interaction with a prospective buyer. You shake their hand, you look them in the eye, maybe even buy them a drink at the bar, that has you wanting to exhibit the next time around, whereas virtually that, of course, doesn't happen. So to set the expectations with that exhibitor that this is about branding and showing how innovative you are and getting really detailed leads. So it's sort of earlier in the sales cycle, and to prepare them for the fact that a lot of folks aren't going to want to chat with you necessarily virtually, but that there's still value in the detailed reporting. So setting expectations is key. I would also say that making it easy on them to do well is key. So from building the booth to staffing the booth, how to follow up on the leads, how to make that easy and effective for them, I think that's important. Tips and tricks like maybe having scheduled group chats in your booth so that people have some unique reason to come to your booth at a specific time. Prizes can be used very effectively by both the exhibitor and the show host to drive engagement and traffic, and then working with them after the event to really summarize for them the great data that they have and share with them how best to turn that into action. And then finally, my sort of favorite topic is hybrid and how to leverage virtual as maybe a pre and post to any physical event that they're a part of.
Well, that's great. We don't want to give away the whole session right here, but I appreciate it. It sounds like a fantastic session, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there and seeing you all there at the Virtual Edge Summit, January 12th and 13th in Las Vegas and here in this virtual environment.